a big shout out to our sponsor, Patreon. If you want to get a video just like you're about to watch right now, join the $30 tier up. You get 1 to 2 free requests a month, depending on the length of the song or songs. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a request or a tip in that way. It's much appreciated. Thank you for watching, guys, seriously. And I hope you enjoyed this video about to watch. Should be starting now. I told you we'd get here eventually. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And we are back with Mr. Walter Becker. Oh my goodness, for our Steely Sunday. We're finally doing some of his solo stuff. You guys have been asking for long enough. Literally, it's probably been a year. People have been mentioning this album, 11 Tracks of Whack. We're going to be doing the first 2 tracks of Whack. It is, I can't say the second one in the first few minutes, but it's Something Girl, Hunky Girl. The first one is Down in the Bottom, second one, Hunky Girl. There you go. Then this came out in a really good year, 1994. Damn, that was a good year. It was recorded in 93. It's considered jazz rock, produced by Donald Fagen and Walter Becker. And, of course, Walter and Donald are both on this. So is Dean Parks, John Beasley, and a couple people, and then like Brenda White King and Catherine Russell. Pretty sure they were backing vocalists for previous Dan albums. So we got some familiar faces, and I'm excited to check this out. I've been hearing enough about this from our patron Barry, a couple other patrons as well, so I thought I'd just go and might as well give it a shot. If you want to subscribe to help brother out, click that icon right below my face. We do this every Sunday around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come hang out in the chat, we'd love to have you. No other channel out there does stuff like this. I'm just letting you know that. Maybe they do. Who knows? I don't watch reactions. All right, down in the bottom, Walter Becker. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Watch it to the end if you don't mind. And subscribe if you're not. What the hell are you doing? 3, 2, 1, go.
In case you're wondering, it's alive and well. That little habit that you left with me. Here in the suburbs where it's hard to tell if I got the bell, if the bear got me. How did you know that it would take me down, down to the bottom of the Wyandotte Sea, where you were waiting there to bring me round, where you knew all the dopest cuts to be, down at the bottom of your mystery, down at the bottom of the Wyandotte Sea. Saw the old lady in the park today, the legendary smile is wearing thin. Behind that guessing game you make her play, now that she knows that she could never win, I guess you're never gonna take her down, down to the bottom of your little black heart. Lay with her naked on the cold hard ground to watch the sunrise in the dopest part. Down in the bottom where your lifeline shows, down in the bottom where nobody goes. Did you lose your way, find another? Did you make a play, run for cover? Is it safe to say you got burned?
That program snare's too loud. Sounds good though. That's trippy. Is that Dean Parks?
I like the feathers and I love the hat. I like that little gypsy tune you're humming. I guess I'm happy now we had this chat. Oh yeah, I'm really glad I saw you coming. There in the corner of the eastern sky, the tortured angel of your rising sun darkens the evening with his one one good eye, an evil omen of the dopest kind. Down at the bottom where your demons fly, down at the bottom of the eastern sky, down at the bottom where your lifeline shows, down at the bottom where nobody goes, down at the bottom of your mystery, down at the bottom of the one dark sea.
The one thought sea? Is that what he's saying? Interesting. That bass is crazy. Every time I pick it up. Damn. His voice isn't dynamic like Walter, Donald, but still a great voice. It says Walter does the guitar solos, but Dean Parks does electric guitars, so I don't know who that was ripping, but it sounded great. That was not what I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. I bet this was like a big deal because there's a drought of like Dan material from the 80s to the 2000s. There's like the Nightfly and some other stuff, I'm guessing, but
in the good old bad part of this college
Junkie
town,
Girl.
men in business suits that chase you down. You take their money just like you take mine. You send it bubbling down the thin blue line. It doesn't matter how it got this way, 'cause we could make it through this thing together. I know you're laughing, but I got to say, now I still want you maybe more than ever. No fooling, it's a fucked up world.
Yeah.
So be cool, my little junkie girl.
The guitars have been sublime, bro.
Cops are out to shut the district down. I comb the ruins of your stomping grounds. Standing Street looking like that Third World War. You come up blazing like an open sore. Now I believe you, but I got to know, how come the right side of your brain is hurting? So take me with you, baby, when you go through to the white side of your China curtain. No
China white.
fooling, it's a fucked up world. So be cool, my little junkie girl.
I'm guessing this is after he got clean. Man. Wow.
In the good old bad part of this
That
college
was sick.
town, gray men in limousines that drive you down. You take their money just like you take mine. What does it do you on that thin blue line? Now I can hardly hear you anymore. Your eyes are empty and your voice is hollow. I see you waving from a distant shore, and where you're going I don't dare to follow.
Oh,
no
man.
fooling,
Ooh.
that's another world. So good luck, my little junkie girl.
Man. That's creepy, bro. I've had the same exact sequence. That's crazy. I was not expecting it to be so deep and ambient like that. I wasn't a fan of like the programmed drums, but the guitars and the keys and the bass and that, absolutely sublime. And to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the vocals in the first track, but I liked him in the second track. It's strange, but I mean, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. He doesn't have like that dynamic range that Donald has, like the Donald voice. But it's still a very effective voice he has, He gets the point across very, very well, and so does the music. It's very laid back and chill, but the guitars, those strap the jets on right there, man. Good God. That was Dean Parks did electric and acoustic guitars, but it says Walter did the guitar solos. So I don't know who was playing what, but that was my favorite part easily of that. The guitars in both of those songs were just, oh my God, they were so good. And I don't know if that's I guess that's a contribution from Dean Parks right there that really adds it, because he has been not all over Dan's material, but he's been in a few Dan songs I've heard, and fantastic guitarist, bro. He added so much to this. Him and Walter. The bass in the first track was fantastic too. That's probably my favorite part of the first one was the bass. Wasn't a fan of the vocals and the drums as much, but the guitar, the bass, fantastic. Second track, man, I connected with those lyrics, bro. I really did. As a fellow ex-junkie, shall we say, it's it kind of eerie how similar just my experiences to that. And it's funny how at first he was down with everything, he's down with the junkie girl, but then he got clean. It looked like it's almost like he's telling his own story right there. And he got clean, the girl didn't. He's seeing her from a distant shore, and he can't follow her where she's going. I've been there. Heroin is the worst, man. It really is. It'll really, like he said, make you soulless and just like an empty shell of yourself. You just become a slave basically to the drug, and there's no turning back until you can actually heal what actually broke you in the first place. Because you can say whatever you want. It's usually about a certain thing or a traumatic experience, childhood being traumatic, or it's people like me who had both. I had the traumatic childhood, but I also was just a thrill seeker. I just wanted to push myself to the limits, but it's not in like any good way, not in like a physical way, not in a mental way. I was pretty smart, but I wanted to push myself into just an overabundance of drug use, you know what I mean? And, I'm glad I kind of did, though, because I wouldn't have what I have now, and I wouldn't have the knowledge that I do, the wisdom that I've gained, because wisdom doesn't come easy. It really doesn't. Knowledge comes very easily. Wisdom, completely different. Wisdom is earned and learned experience, and fuck, did I fucking earn and learn it, bro. You guys have no idea. And I probably one day I might share more. I'm going to do like a whole video, I guess, about like my story, but it's a fun one. Let's see. That was Walter Becker, vocals, guitar solos, ukulele and bass, John Beasley and Donald Fagen, keyboards, which are awesome in the second song as well. Dean Parks, acoustic, electric guitars, Adam Rogers, not on this one. Not on this one, Paulino DaCosta on percussion, and I didn't hear any trumpets or anything, so I guess that's it. So there's like 12 tracks on this. I love how it's called 11 tracks of whack, but there's 12 tracks. Just like the 12 steps. So is this like his recovery album? I just put that together. Because I know that he had a substance abuse issue for a while there. So I'm guessing this is his recovery album. Because, you get out of rehab and you're on that pink cloud and you're like, you know what? Either he wrote it during that time period or he wrote it down the line, because you kind of like grow out of the whole NAAA thing. Unless you're a lifer, then so be it. That's not what I'm for, but if you keep it in the front of your mind, you're never going to get better. you're just always going to stay. It's kind of like a dry drunk almost, you're just going to stay in that mindset, and you're always going to be around people that are coming in and out doing drugs, even if they're, this court ordered, I don't know. It's just not for me. I kind of wish I had the friend and like the community like I did from when I was in NA, but that's the only thing I miss from it. Other than that, it's kind of, I don't know. It's good for people to get clean though. I would never say no to someone to go to a meeting. Like, definitely go. But once you get to a certain point, like I was in and out of meetings for like 12 years, it's just like, the fuck am I doing here? I already know this. I could recite the entire book back to you. You know what I mean? Like I've done every class there is. I've been a sponsor. It's just, the whole thing's crazy, man. Like it really does help and work though if you do it. But I also had a different perspective, going into it, and that kind of helped. But it kind of hindered me for a while. But when I finally got it, I got it. That's what counts. And that, I think Walter, he obviously is no longer with us, but I'm glad that he got it, because from this, if he has 12 tracks after coming out, or like, obviously this is the recovery album. That's funny. But it's great to hear him just doing this thing, and just such great music too, man. The ambient guitars and just fairly chill, light layering that they had with the electronic percussion, the really funky bass. It was really low, really, really good. And I enjoyed the vocals and the lyrics in the second song a lot. It's just really obviously connected with me because I've lost a lot of people. I've lost a lot of junkie girls, unfortunately. And I don't like calling them that, but just saying that because that's what the song's name is. They were just my friends, or just, friends in general I had. But there were a couple that were very close to what this song was talking about, and it's very sad. There's one that I was friends with for a while, and I haven't seen her on Facebook or heard from her in years, so who knows what she's doing. But there's just people you remember from life. You just worry about them, especially when you've been in so many treatment centers as I have, like you just meet people that are cool, and then you just like, you never hear from them ever again, and you're just like, I wonder whatever happened to this person, and I don't know, but I wish everybody the best, and it's worth it. Anyone out there struggling, it's totally worth it. It's not easy though, and you already know that, but it's it's better than what you're doing right now. I'm telling you it is, I promise. Even if you're in a halfway house or something, it's better than what you're doing right now, It is what it is. But thank you for watching, guys. No one requested this. I just thought I'd do this because I wanted to make my patron Barry and the people who've been asking for this for a while happy. So hopefully you're happy. I love that. And if you want me to continue with this, there should be a pinned comment at the top. You can leave your vote there if I should stay with 11 tracks of Whack or go back to the other album, Everything Must Go. Whatever you think, let me know. I will see y'all later. Or maybe no, I won't. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I will see y'all later.